Elon Musk just stood on stage and told everyone that his $20,000 robot called Optimus is going to completely replace the cleaning industry. They're going to replace humans and take over all the menial tasks of humans.
You can imagine like your own personal robot buddy that is a great friend, but also takes care of your house, will clean your house, will mow the lawn, will walk the dog, will teach your kids. That's Optimus.
Now, is this true? There's 3 million jobs tied to the cleaning industry in the US alone. Is this entire industry about to get decimated? I've been running my own cleaning company for about 13 years now. I run a national franchise with almost 40 locations. I know a little bit about the cleaning world, and I want to tell you exactly my thoughts and if I think this is fact and you should get out of the cleaning industry, or if this is completely fake and you have nothing to worry about. Let's get into it. Now, there's a hypothetical video floating around on the internet. I say hypothetical because it's version 1 of Tesla's robots, where it shows a Tesla robot called Optimus folding clothes, taking care of household chores, just kind of living with the family. Now, this isn't real yet. This is a AI mock-up of what it could be. The goal for Elon is to make a robot that is as low as $20,000 that could go into every household. This robot could do everything you want around the house. His eventual plan, his actual plan, says he wants us to take the robots and ship them over to Mars to mine stuff, but that's a different story entirely. This video will make people go crazy. Is this going to completely decimate the household industries of cleaning, of repairs, of things like that? Again, there's 3 million people in the United States in the cleaning industry, both in janitorial as well as home cleaning for residential homes. Are their jobs about to get absolutely decimated? Now, let me tell you the last technology which came out which tried to eliminate the cleaning industry. Does everyone here remember Roombas? Roombas came out in 2002, so been around for over 2 decades now. And my Roomba, whenever I had one, would still get stuck in the corner of the room and not really work. I think most Roombas are still the same way, where they had this technology which was supposed to replace a lot of the household chores. It kind of didn't. It kind of sucks. And they've had 2 decades to figure out how to do one menial task. Now let's talk about house cleaning in general. House cleaning isn't as simple as what a Roomba does. House cleaning, you have to lift up stuff, clean under it, put it back, you have to organize, you have to clean out closets. There's a lot of things involved in house cleanings that humans have to do with decision making. Now, AI robots are going to be freaking awesome. I'm actually quite excited for this. AI robots hopefully can make a lot of decisions for you. They'll have opposable thumbs and be able to lift things here and there. But there's a lot of things to do with cleaning. There's thousands of decisions when it comes to residential cleaning. There's a lot of unpredictable parts in anyone's home, right? There's kids running around, there's pets, there's valuable items, and these things humans have to make decisions when they actually clean things. That's what the cleaning industry does. That's why you have humans doing a lot of these things. When it comes to having robots clean stuff, on a high level, there's just a lot more complexity to think about, and there's a lot more liability to think about. Let's say Roomba scratches your floor. That's kind of annoying, sure. What if a $20,000 robot knocks over your TV? Who's liable for that? If the wrong cleaning product's used because the AI doesn't know, who's liable for that? What happens? There's a million different decisions which have to happen, and I'm not fully convinced the robot is ready yet to make those decisions, nor if it's actually going to be worth it. Now, am I saying that AI and robots will never be in households like the Jetsons? No, I'm not saying that. In fact, I do think it's going to happen. I just don't think it's going to happen as soon as people think it's going to happen. I will say this, let's say robots come out and they're going to get used and they're at a price point which Elon hopes to get them at, which is $20,000. The real question is, what industry is this going to decimate first? Right? What's going to happen with this? There's a couple industries I think are immediately going to adopt this. The number one place I think is going to get hit is going to be commercial cleaning. Commercial cleaning, if you think about it, would be large buildings, maybe overnight type of cleanings, where it's very standardized. It's a small office. It's going to be constantly the same hallway to clean, constantly the same trash to take out, things like that. Things which are very systemized. Could be kind of like a factory floor type of situation. Currently, there's humans going in at nighttime and doing these cleanings. These cleanings generally are relatively easy. They're simple. They're very standardized. For a large company, I could imagine a company making an investment to get a robot. They'll say, hey, I'm already paying someone every single night. I could have a robot do this instead because I'm already paying for it every single night. $20,000 has a good positive return for me. So from a business perspective, if the robots get good enough, which by the way, I think it's going to be at least 5-6 years minimum before they can even be considered good enough, and they have to get to a certain price point, which might be even taking longer, then I think commercial industries and commercial cleaning is what's going to get hit first, because that's the most obvious ROI use case for people. The thing is, even with that, I cannot imagine robots just working autonomously because there's a lot of things that humans have to do after hours at commercial spaces. Someone needs to report if damages are done, if there's spills. Someone needs to keep an eye out for break-ins. Someone needs to be in charge of the keys. There's still jobs for humans at these places, even when robots take over commercial in however many years. I think it'll just be less, or it'll be supplemented by the robots. The next place I can imagine cleaning robots actually replacing humans would be probably in like restaurants or other type of businesses. So I've already seen this. I went to a Korean barbecue place recently, and there's a little server coming by with the meats to put on your thing, and the server would go around and fulfill all the different orders. I was talking to the store owner, and this mostly happened due to COVID. COVID and post-COVID, store owners could not get any labor to come in. It was really freaking hard. So they're like, forget it, I'm not going to rely on labor. All I need someone is to do a very menial task of going from point A to point B. I'm going to buy a robot. And that's what they did. So I'm starting to see this pop up a little bit more around the restaurant industry. Currently, it's just to deliver food. I could easily imagine robots coming out and just taking over the task of actually cleaning stuff in restaurants. No one really cares at that point if it's human or not. It's very transactional. It's a restaurant. You just need the place cleaned. I could see restaurants and higher-end restaurants making the investment into a robot to replace a human. So that's place 2 I could see getting decimated. The other industry I think, which maybe on the residential side might buy into $20,000 robots, would be the ultra luxury high-end homes, where they could afford a $20,000 robot just to try it out. The truth is, people like that, I still don't think are going to buy robots unless they just want it for the cool factor. The truth is, humans, at least when it comes to cleaning, are always going to be better than robots because you don't need to have it done every single day and every single minute, right? You don't need it every single hour. A factory, maybe you want a robot which never gets tired because you want to clean stuff constantly. For a home, if you clean the bathroom's clean. Like, unless someone uses it, then maybe you could go back and clean it again. Then it doesn't matter. Wait, the only households I can imagine even affording a $20,000 cleaning robot would be ultra high-end houses. And even then, I'm not fully convinced that they would even buy robots when they could simply afford a human if they have that much money. In general, I feel very confident that the residential cleaning industry is safe for a very long time. I'm saying 1 to 2 decades before this is actually even viable to replace humans in homes. It costs too much. Remember, $20,000 is the goal. It's not even the starting point. Technology has to move very fast to be able to replace what humans do, which I do think tech's moving pretty fast. Then it also has to make logical sense for the homeowner to say, yeah, I'm going to make this investment, even though I normally get my home cleaned 1 to 2 times per week max. I'm going to spend $20,000 on this robot. That's another point. And you also have to get over the trust factor of having a robot in your home. I've seen way too many horror stories like iRobot, where the robots come in and just like stab the homeowner. People got to get over that kind of stuff. Eventually, I do think people will, but it's going to take a long time. In my opinion, it's going to take 10 to 20 years minimum before we even see the first robots actually commercially viable in the home. Now, all that to say, what does this mean for you? Maybe you're watching this video and you're thinking about, should I start a cleaning business? Should I start a commercial cleaning business? Should I start a franchise or not? What do I do? Here's my honest take. I think in general, the cleaning industry is safe from AI, from tariffs, from cleaning robots for a long time, even on the commercial end. There will be a period, and mark my words here, even on the commercial end, where businesses will start to replace humans with robots, but the humans who are also renting out the robots or selling the robots might win at that point. So I still think we're at least a decade away from even commercially viable stuff for commercial cleaning. Residential cleaning, in my opinion, is very safe and very insulated for a very long time. I just cannot imagine a world in the short term where robots are cheap enough, where they're good enough, where humans trust them enough, where it's better to replace a human with a robot for a residential home. Therefore, I think the residential cleaning industry is extremely safe for now. And I would highly recommend, of course, getting into the residential cleaning industry still. Obviously, I'm biased. I've been running my business for 13 years. We have 40 plus locations with made this franchise who are doing the exact same thing. The cool part is it's AI resistant. It is recession proof and recession resistant. People still need a cleaning. Things get dirty all the time, even in a recession. It's tariff proof. There's a lot of cool things which make the cleaning industry insulated from a lot of these crazy technological innovations. So if you've ever been curious about the cleaning industry, thinking about diving in, want to jump on a cleaning company that's leading the innovation with technology, check out Made This Franchise. It's the company I run. Click a link below in the description, and I'll catch you there.